So most people that are awake or following things know Title 42 ended today, which means the borders are wide open, no stopping anybody. Apparently, though, I did just see how Greg Abbott is in Texas is even though Biden's people are there just ushering them in, he's stopping them. I'm not sure what that's all about. You can check the news. So this is how it destroys America, okay? Because every single thing that I brought up is all, these are the tactics. These are always the tactics. It's what Stalin used. It's what Marx used. It's always what they use. They destroy the nuclear family, okay? That's obvious, because when you turn, you can call, oh, I want to be free, I want to be this gender, I want to be that, I want to be so free, I can do, okay? All of that is designed, though, and those people you think are supporting you are really using you. It's designed to destroy society, because once you turn everything upside down on its head, there's no foundation. We barely had one to begin with because of movements like the feminist movement, because of BLM, because of all of these different associations, unions, slowly over time, pushing more legislation than pushing anything else. And just at least like nursing unions. I know that there's some people like, in like certain sects of unions, like maybe FOP or Fraternal Order Police, that kind of thing is different. The unions I'm talking about are the ones that got on board with the 17 Unsustainable Development Goals. That's with the United Nations. The United Nations are the ones that are giving free phones, money, and getting people from other countries to come here. That's the reason why I refer to the United Nations as the king traffickers, which is also why I had brought up that any nurse that got on board with that, which is your nursing unions, your nursing associations, and your credentialing board, then they are complicit in all of this. Yeah. Which is why I call them out, because you don't just get to overthrow a country. And that's what it is. They're going to tell you it's about climate change. They're going to tell you it's about these 17 unsustainable development goals that they call sustainable, that are definitely not. They are going to tell you a whole bunch of things, especially nurses. It's a bunch of bullshit. What it's about is weakening America, weakening and breaking America, so that we're forced into the global agenda. And then they're going to tell you, oh, you all get your own government, but really it's the puppet masters that have already been controlling things, but will lock people down even more. And yes, 15-minute cities are a part of that. This is all information you can find out. So what ends up happening, the reason they want to flood the country with as much people as they can, is because it will create a crisis in every area. It will create a crisis, obviously, in people's neighborhoods, in cities, in towns, in states. It will create a crisis of poverty, leading, especially the more people you have living on the street, the more that leads to disease and unhygienic situations. Which is exactly the reason why I call out the National Nurses Union and the Nursing Association, because why would they support such garbage? Why would they support the putting people in danger, not just a country, but other people in towns and neighborhoods? That's why those are nurses that all should lose their license. Not to mention that they got on board with something that is repugnant in every way and violates the Constitution of this country. But so the other thing it does is it will overwhelm the healthcare system. So you heard during 2020, right? Oh, we can't overwhelm this healthcare system. We can't overwhelm them. In fact, that is the whole reason that they put lockdowns in place. People don't remember that was the reason. It had nothing to do with you not getting it. It didn't. The lockdowns, the 2 weeks was about, they locked down so that there would not be an overwhelming of the healthcare system. It was never about people not getting it. It's just they used that to turn it and twist it, especially in your Democratic states, because those stayed, closed the longest, and you had your biggest dictators there. They used it, though, to then make it all about nobody should get sick. But just to be clear, the initial lockdown was only so that the hospitals wouldn't have any surges and become overwhelmed. It was never about you not getting it. Just like the flu, everybody was going to get it. But they used it because these are manipulators that are with the United Nations that wanted to push mask wearing, push medicine, push it in a negative way, and fear monger to people, and to break people to where there was no hope. The amount of fear mongering that CNN, Fox, all of them did, that alone is enough reason that many of those people should face some sort of justice system. They should. Like, you should have enough common sense to know not to day in and day out push fear. No matter what your leadership is telling you, at some point it should be like, no, this isn't healthy to do this day in and day out. But they did it. So they're adults. They know right from wrong. They chose to do it. Even if it is, I'm just doing what I'm told. Yeah. I haven't said it for a while. It bears repeating. To use the reason I'm just doing what I'm told, it's just my job, as a reason to just do whatever somebody tells you, is the worst excuse ever to give, ever. There should be a line. You should know your line. So you overwhelm. So this is designed, this open border stuff is designed to overwhelm the healthcare system. So they'll break the healthcare system, plus bring in a bunch of, it just brings in poverty. It brings in the destruction of America, which then allows, by breaking America, and the United Nations has always wanted to do this, they just never have been able to. But because of stupid nurses at the National Nurses United that had that join up, and the Nursing Professional Board and Credentialing Board, because of those stupid nurses and many other healthcare workers and other associations, got on board with those king criminals at the United Nations and didn't understand the background that most normal people who didn't spend 20 years in education know about the United Nations. They decided to align with them. Yeah, we'll see how that works out. Like I said, I would imagine that they all will be investigated, yes. I guarantee you that this is not going to work out the globalist way. It's not. It's not. They're already floundering. They're already, they lost their mind. This is why they lost their minds when Trump got in. Had Hillary gotten in, boy, you would already be in a 15-minute city. We would already be, many be in FEMA camps. Yes, it's true. It's been done over and over again in history and in other countries, continuing on. So to think that it can't happen here is just absolutely irrational. Okay, it's Americans becoming too complacent and just, oh yeah, no, that would never happen here. No, it would never. It's like, no, it's happening here. When Trump says, I'm standing in the way, they want to get to you, he means it. That's the reason they attack him. That's the reason why radical Marxist feminists like E. Jean Carroll go after him, and they'll do anything. They'll lie through their teeth. They have no problem doing it because they serve their party. They serve that agenda. They're that radical. They're that twisted in their thinking. It's true. So, and she's just one of many, that has come out to try to go after Trump for every little thing because he went to World Economic Forum and told them that we will not get on board with your one world agenda. It is not a conspiracy theory. If at this point you can't see it, then God help you. So along with that, what Trump was doing was, as I said, I took care of many women that were coming in, young women that were fresh out of trafficking because of a home in my county that funding, because of his administration, was a faith-based home to help these women out of trafficking transition back into society. So again, that's the reason why I don't buy all this hooey about Trump. But there's plenty of people that want to make you hate him because, again, this is like we're at the end of the line here. It is that these people already have the other nations, because the other nations have been under monarchies or kings and queens, or that is a monarchy republics, monarchy democracies. It's America. They can't take us into that sick system without destroying America. So that's how having open borders helps destroy this country. Just remember all the people that went along with it, please. All the ones that weren't mentioned much.